Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After leaving WWE in 2016, Cody Rhodes became a big star in the independent circuit and AEW before returning to the company in April 2022. However, his brother, Dustin Rhodes, still hasn't returned to the Stamford-based promotion. Interestingly, the 56-year-old has now made a statement regarding his future in the company. The AEW star worked with WWE over multiple tenures between 1995 and 2018 and is known for portraying the Goldust character. During this time, his gimmick was given several roles by the then boss of the company, Vince McMahon, which were often laced with derogatory themes. The final years of his tenure also saw his brother Cody Rhodes made to play the character of Stardust. Unlike his brother, who played his character for a long time, Cody's dislike for the Stardust gimmick was rather quick, especially when his work to build good storylines wasn't taken seriously by the company. One such dropped storyline also included actor Stephen Amell. Interestingly, a WWE fan recently tweeted an image carrying a collage of Goldust Stardust and AAAS Mr. Iguana. The fan tagged Dustin Rhodes and asked him to return to the Stamford-based promotion to see all the wrestlers shown in the image in the ring together. Responding to it, the 56-year-old tweeted, "This answer clearly states that Dustin Rhodes will most likely never return to WWE. Thus, this also removes the possibility of him teaming up with his brother Cody Rhodes down the line." It would be interesting to see what lies ahead for the erstwhile Goldust as he continues to wrestle in the AEW. Cody Rhodes cleared the first round of the King of the Ring tournament on last week's episode of overcoming Andrade, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Damian Priest. The American Nightmare has now secured his place in the semi-final of KOTR. This week's episode of Raw saw Jey Uso also advance to the semis and set the stage to face the former undisputed WWE champion next. Interestingly, there is a chance that Cody Rhodes will go on to win the tournament and earn a title shot against John Cena at the 2025 SummerSlam PLU. The American Nightmare has already pinned the franchise player on last month's Saturday night's main event in a tag team match that also involved Logan Paul and Jey Uso. Thus, the next step for him would be to win KOTR at Night of Champions. It would mean that Cody Rhodes will need to defeat Jey Uso in the next round. Moreover, if he makes it to the final, he will face either Randy Orton or Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia. This is bound to create some tension in his relationships with his allies, especially after he rescued USO from getting attacked by Seth Rollins on Raw this week. It would be interesting to see what lies ahead for Rhodes. In what could become one of the most emotionally charged moments in WWE history. The future of a major wrestling legacy has come under fresh speculation. The wrestling world has been buzzing with one question for years. Will Dustin Rhodes, better known to WWE fans as the legendary Goldust, ever return to the company where his name became iconic? The truth may finally be out. With Cody Rhodes riding a wave of monumental success in WWE, especially following his unforgettable triumph at WrestleMania 40. The idea of Dustin returning has transformed from a distant fantasy to a very real possibility. Behind the scenes, numerous sources close to both Rhodes brothers suggest that conversations have taken place, informal but very real, with WWE officials gauging interest in a comeback storyline that could rock the very fabric of the company's creative direction. For decades, Dustin Rhodes played an irreplaceable role in shaping the WWE landscape. As Goldust, he was not just a character, he was a cultural phenomenon. Whether wrestling in bizarre attire with shocking vignettes or engaging in fierce battles that pushed the boundaries of what the Attitude Era stood for, Goldust became a symbol of fearless innovation. Dustin's ability to evolve his character over time also became one of his greatest strengths. He never allowed himself to become irrelevant, and that's a major reason why he is still revered today. While his WWE career came to an emotional end in 2019, the idea that Dustin would never return seemed out of step with how wrestling and WWE, in particular, tends to revisit its storied legacies. Now, as Cody Rhodes stands tall as the undisputed WWE champion and the face of the company, the timing could not be more poetic. Dustin, currently a major figure in AEW and a respected veteran in the locker room, has made no secret of his love for WWE in various interviews. He's spoken warmly about his time there and the fans who supported his many incarnations. Yet, he's also remained committed to his work in AEW, where he has not only wrestled but mentored younger talent and worked behind the scenes. Still, the call of WWE and, more specifically, the chance to stand alongside his brother on the biggest stage of them all might just be too powerful to resist. Sources close to the situation say that Cody has repeatedly expressed his desire to share the WWE ring with his brother one more time. The emotional stakes of such a moment are undeniable. This isn't just about nostalgia or name value. This is about family. The Rhodes family, steeped in wrestling tradition and forged in the fires of both triumph and heartbreak, represents something deeply authentic to the WWE universe. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, laid a foundation that Cody and Dustin continue to build on to this day. For WWE to honor that legacy with one final family reunion in the ring would be storytelling gold. There have reportedly been internal discussions at WWE headquarters about how a Dustin return could unfold. Some believe that the perfect opportunity would be at a major pay-per-view, possibly even WrestleMania 41. The idea would be to craft a deeply personal storyline, perhaps surrounding Cody's continued championship run or a major threat to the Rhodes legacy. Dustin's return could either be to back his brother or in a shocking twist oppose him in a rivalry that would blur the lines between fiction and reality. Creative minds within WWE know how emotionally potent a Rhodes versus Rhodes or Rhodes and Rhodes storyline could be, especially if scripted with subtle nods to Dusty's teachings and sacrifices. However, there are hurdles to clear before any of this can come to fruition. Dustin Rhodes is still under contract with AEW, and Tony Khan would have to either release him early or allow a crossover appearance, which is unprecedented. Although AEW has made some exceptions with legends in the past, this situation involves a key talent potentially appearing at WWE's flagship event. It's a high-stakes negotiation that would require diplomacy, mutual respect, and a vision that benefits all parties involved. Dustin himself would also need to be fully on board, not just contractually, but emotionally and physically prepared to handle the pressures of one last WWE run. When asked in a recent podcast appearance if he would ever return to WWE, Dustin gave a cryptic response that only fueled speculation. "Never say never in this business. I'm proud of what Cody's doing. If the stars align and the moment is right, maybe there's one last story left to tell." That comment sent fans and insiders into a frenzy, especially considering the recent trend of WWE bringing back legends for special appearances and farewell matches. From The Undertaker to Edge, WWE has shown a renewed commitment to giving its veterans a proper send-off. For Dustin, that opportunity may now be closer than ever before. Cody himself hasn't been shy about the matter either. In interviews leading up to WrestleMania 40, he often spoke about his family and how much their legacy drives him. He referenced his father frequently and even wore Dusty-inspired gear to the ring. But it's his occasional mentions of Dustin that truly hint at something deeper. At one point, Cody said, "My brother is one of the greatest performers of all time. If I could share the ring with him, Agneven, for a moment, it would mean everything to me." That kind of sentiment isn't just talk. It's the kind of emotional investment that makes for legendary storytelling in WWE Triple H. Now, the head of WWE Creative is also said to be in favor of the idea. According to internal leaks, Triple H is always looking for ways to blend nostalgia with fresh narratives. And he reportedly views Dustin as one of the most underappreciated performers of the past 30 years. Adding Dustin into the current WWE fabric, especially as part of Cody's narrative, could bridge the generational gap in a way few other storylines can. Fans, old and new, would be drawn to the emotion, history, and real-life connections that only the Rhodes brothers can deliver. WWE's marketing machine is also quietly preparing for the possibility. Executives have reportedly discussed special edition collectibles and even a potential Hall of Fame induction package that would tie into Dustin's return. These commercial indicators suggest that WWE is not just thinking about a short-term cameo, but potentially a larger arc that could culminate in a Hall of Fame farewell and a fitting tribute to Goldust, the man who helped redefine what was possible. In wrestling presentation, social media has also played a major role in fueling the speculation. Fans have flooded Twitter, Reddit, and TikTok with fantasy booking ideas ranging from Dustin showing up at the Royal Rumble to him saving WHOT Cody during a brutal post-match beatdown. One viral theory suggests that a Rhodes versus Bloodline story could be the perfect way to incorporate Dustin, who could return to help Cody finally end the tribal domination once and for all. The emotional resonance of a brother standing alongside brother to honor their father's legacy while bringing down wrestling's most powerful faction is almost too perfect to ignore. On AEW's side, there has been no official comment, but insiders note that Dustin has noticeably reduced his in-ring workload in recent months. Whether that's due to age, injury management, or a strategic plan to rest ahead of a major move is anyone's guess. However, AEW has always maintained a flexible approach with its veterans. And it's not impossible that Tony Khan could allow Dustin to make a one-time WWE appearance, especially if it's framed as a tribute to Dusty Rhodes, a man revered in both companies. As we move toward the second half of 2025, all eyes will be on Cody Rhodes and his next steps as undisputed champion. But perhaps just as important will be the shadows surrounding him specifically, whether those shadows will one day give way to the return of Goldust. A Rhodes family reunion in WWE would not only be a masterclass in emotional storytelling, but a celebration of everything the wrestling business stands for: family, legacy, redemption, and the pursuit of dreams. The truth, it seems, is that the return is not a matter of if but when. The stars are aligning, the momentum is building, and if everything falls into place, fans around the world may soon witness something truly magical. Dustin Rhodes may very well walk down that WWE ramp one more time, not as Goldust, not as a returning veteran, but as a brother answering the call of blood, honor, and legacy. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.